This is an unreleased secret pet by Adopt Me. But the question is, why did they never add it? And what are the other secret pets that you've probably never seen in the game? Starting off with this crazy monstrosity, a pet designed for the urban egg and even featured inside of an official Play Adopt Me YouTube video, yet they never decided to add this pet into the game. If you can't remember, before Adopt Me went and added the urban egg, they made this teaser trailer where it goes and shows you the silhouette of every single pet that's available inside of the urban egg. All of these pets you probably recognize, like the billy goat, the cat, whatever this thing is. All of these pets, they're all things that you could have hatched out of the egg. Apart from one of them, this thing. What is this pet? And why did we never receive it? Now, if you want even more proof, you can go and fact check this for yourself. Skip to the 10-second mark on this video uploaded by Adopt Me 2 years ago. The title is Urban Egg Made Out of Emojis, and it was uploaded on the 12th of August 2023. Yet, we never saw what the actual pet looked like, which is why I had to go and design one myself using the silhouette. It's quite funny, if you check the comment section, we will see comments saying I found one that is not in the egg, or not that random silhouette that was not added. It was a scraped pet that is going to be used in a future update. Now that is what typically Adopt Me says is going to happen. But remember that this egg came out over 2 years ago, and we have yet to see this pet go and come out. It's been 2 years, but we still have some hope. Now, there's quite a lot of comments saying, I'm from the future, and the one with the pigtails isn't going to be in the egg. Sorry Adopt Me, there was one pet that didn't show up in the update. It was the one with the pigtails and something in its hands. Now, some person has come up with some sort of theory behind what this pet was. They said when the urban egg was released, there was a pet in the Robux shop that you could buy for 125 Robux. This is factually incorrect. People think it's a monkey-looking thing. It got taken out of the game. It was never added in the game, may I point that out. People think it would have been an ogre or a city monkey. Honestly, it probably could have been both. So what actually is this thing? Let me show you what I think. Well, 2 years ago I uploaded this video called The Adopt Me Added Secret Mystery Pet. This is just like the concept of what I designed, and yeah, we will truly never know what this pet was gonna look like, what it would be. So you can theorize what you think that secret pet was in the comments section. But it's a pet that was never added into the game, and Adopt Me themselves said that they accidentally featured it in the trailer. It wasn't meant to be there, it was later scrapped and potentially used for a future update, which is typically what happens with most of these pets. Which leads me on to the next secret pet that we never received in the game. See, Adopt Me sometimes goes and makes toys, and the toys are always based off of pets that are coming into the game. In fact, if you didn't see recently, we got the actual toy of the wren before the wren was even added into the game. You know, the 1,000 bucks pet, or the one that you got for free if you logged in on day one. This is the wren. Adopt Me actually made it into a toy before they released it into the game. However, around 5 years ago, when Adopt Me first started going and creating toys, they went and released something called the Adopt Me Backyard Barbecue set. Now, what is interesting about this set isn't like all these characters, okay? This is just pretty generic. The main thing of interest is the fact that there is a big green dragon right here. See, this green dragon was before the hair salon even existed. You couldn't go and get a red dragon and go and spray it green. This isn't based off of the wyvern. The wyvern pet is completely different than this. This is a discontinued toy. You cannot go and purchase this anymore unless you find it being resold by someone on eBay. But this green dragon is a pet that never made it into the game. The only way you can go and create something similar is by getting a classic red dragon from the retired egg, or by going and trading for the classic red dragon, and then spraying the pet green. Potentially in the future, Adopt Me will go and provide us with a green dragon, but considering it's been nearly 5 years since this pet was originally designed, it's very unlikely that this pet is ever going to be made into the game. But considering the wren was leaked and then a couple weeks later they go and add it into the game, you'd think that if a pet gets leaked, it will be added pretty quickly. However, that isn't always the case. At the same time that this wren got leaked, we also got the leak of this bat dragon pet, or skeleton bat. At the exact same time of this Ren leak, we got a leak of this brand new Halloween pet. Now, chances are this pet's coming out on Halloween. I am like 90% guarantee you that this is going to be a brand new pet coming out this Halloween. So in a couple of months, expect to be able to go and adopt a skeleton bat. Now, this is an unreleased pet, but I think it will become released. Compared to the other ones, which probably will get scrapped and never added, this right here is a pet that we have pretty high odds of it going and getting added into the game, featuring what I assume is a piece of petware on the top, because obviously the Ren didn't come with a strawberry on its head. That's a piece of petware, so we can only imagine that there will be some Halloween petware of a pumpkin, and the actual pet is going to be either a skeleton bat dragon or just straight up a skeleton bat. But you can let us know your thoughts in the comment section. But the green eyes definitely spooky and hint towards it being a Halloween pet. But one of my most favorite pets is what I'm about to go and show you next. But before I go and show you it, make sure, if you haven't already, press the subscribe button. I have a very special episode coming out at 1.1 million subscribers, so you have to subscribe right now. It would mean the world to me, and like this video, it's free to do. Now, a very long time ago, I made a video called the Adopt Me Cheese Bear. And this is a very old video, a very old thumbnail. And I recently saw this resurface online from a page called ADMC Blog. They said, let's take a look at the unreleased Cheese Bear, which was cancelled and now appears to be lost media. A pet that was designed, modeled, colored, and never introduced into the game. And this post got quite a lot of traction on social media. The post got 4,000 views with 154 people going and liking it. So what actually is this pet? How come it never got released? Let me go and investigate. Now, you see, if you go and look at all of the comments, people are like saying, thank God that it didn't get released. What? It looks like UGC, but the idea is cool. It looks so cute. I would love it. This pet in the game now. I would love this in my inventory. Adopt Me developers, if you're seeing this, bring it back. Someone said it's false. Adopt Me denied it years ago. I wish I could see that proof. I need proof that Adopt Me denied it. This person said this isn't real. For real, I want that burger bear. Yes, the burger bear. Honestly, considering Adopt Me keeps going and introducing food pets, I wouldn't be surprised if they do eventually go and add this pet into the game. Now, how did I actually find this pet in the first place? Well, if we see the replies, we see this post saying, POV, you're the one that leaked the pet. You want proof? Yeah, let me go and show you something crazy. Now, this person's not going to mind me going and sharing this because he actually posted the screenshots himself to the public, replying to that post, so we can publicly share my DM. I received a DM in 2021 January, over 4 years ago. They said, yo, and they sent me a picture that says cheeseburger. Like bear and burger, bagger. I don't know. I replied, what's that? They said, a pet leak. Bro, I said a pet? If I share it, will I get striked by Adopt Me? Whose account did you find it from? Okay, so at the time, I thought it was like someone hacked to go and find this pet. And if I shared this pet, I thought I'd get in trouble. Obviously, Adopt Me doesn't necessarily want people sharing leaks of things illegally, because then it kind of like ruins the update. But if Adopt Me goes and posts it, then it's technically fine. But this is 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I don't think Adopt Me's going to care now that I'm sharing it again. So there was a link which actually took us to a mesh called the Adopt Me Cheeseburger.fbx. Now, this was a link what I assume to be have uploaded onto the Roblox platform by some sort of developer behind Adopt Me. So they actually uploaded the mesh. If you go and click this now, by the way, it just takes you to a page that says unknown error. Could not load this page. Please try again later. Please try again later. The replies then say, lol, unless there is a food egg. But we thought it could be for an April Fool's pet. Which, honestly, it could have been. It could have been this pet. So this is what it looked like. This was the mesh. And that got leaked in January of 2021. Everyone was hyped up about it because, you know, it's a bear. It's food themed. To be honest, it matched the Adopt Me style. There wasn't many things happening, and at the time there were a bunch of pets getting leaked, and all of them were accurate. So a month later, I saw this post by someone who I can't find that page anymore. But as we can see, it's called @news_adopt_me and @itscrafter. This person went and colored the mesh into what the pet would have theoretically been if it was added into the game. Now this is a pretty interesting concept. Now the more we look at it, the more sus it kind of looks, because the feet aren't really the classic rounded Adopt Me feet. But then again, Adopt Me doesn't always go and add rounded feet. It does have the correct style, it looks professionally made, and not many people were making pet concepts back in 2021. So there was a chance that this was a legitimate pet concept made by Adopt Me, but they decided to go and discontinue the pet. There wasn't that much information from this, and I haven't further contacted Adopt Me in regards to the Bear Burger pet. Now, if you guys do have any information about this Bear Burger, please do let me know in the comments section, as I'm very curious what happened to this, if it was ever intended to be added into the game, who uploaded the mesh onto the platform, and find out will we ever go and get the 4+ year-old pet that was apparently meant to be released but never got uploaded. Now, Adopt Me community, I think you can all agree that this is a pretty cool looking pet. Adopt Me likes food pets, and this would honestly be an amazing pet out of a food egg or for an April Fool's update. And we know Adopt Me listens to the community. They go and add certain pets as April Fool's pets if we ask them enough. So let us know what you guys think. Do you think Adopt Me should go and add this Bear Burger as a pet into the game 5 years later than it was originally posted as a potential leak or just potential fan art for the game? If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it and subscribe. And press the button on the screen to go and watch another Adopt Me video that I think you're going to love to watch next. So I dare you, press the button on the screen right now to go and watch another video.